Hello there. If you're watching this video, I am guessing that you're interested in learning a little bit about what is in the community if you are to join the Umbrella community. And right now we are opening the resources only membership. You can add on supervision packages as well, and that information is on our one of our main web pages. But what I want to show you today is what your community dashboard looks like, the resource archive, all of the information that you get. So what this looks like when you log in, this is your community dashboard, kind of the page, your hub that has all of the info. And there are 9 different sections of information. 6 of these are very heavily updated every month with new interventions, informational downloads, videos, and such. And then there's some extra bonus folders down below that have some important information as well. But we're going to kind of go through these and browse through so that you can see what is inside each one. So I'm clicking on this first one, which is our infant and child development resources. And in here, you're going to find a bunch of information specifically related to development, whether that's infant, child, young teen is on the way, tween and teen development too. So these are specific to specific downloads about different types of development. So each download is usually about 2 to 3 pages, sometimes longer, sometimes a little bit less, all about this one is specifically about creative development, but it gives you general ideas about the concept as well as easy tips to bring into your sessions, ways that you can utilize this. So very practical ways to bring these concepts into the work that you do. So if we head back and we check out this next one, I just love how happy this kiddo is in that picture. Infant and child mental health resources. This has some pre-made resources that I've made, but it also has links to some other really fantastic ones I've found on the internet. This is a fantastic trauma-informed care packet that I absolutely love. So there's a link to that. As well as some different downloads that I've made that look similar to the one we were just looking at. Some other really important, I think, classic reads, Ghosts in the Nursery, some classic reads that are really helpful to understanding infant, child, and mental health as well. One of the favorites, intervention visuals and session ideas. This is a huge folder. It's actually even broken down into 3 subcategories to make searching a little bit easier. So it's broken down into intervention ideas, visuals, and slideshows. But I'll show you just, this has all of them as well on this main page. So in here, you're going to see anything that's in our shop is in here. You get everything that goes into our shop is actually part of the resource community. So you can see there are tons of visuals, there are interventions, different types of movement cards, every kind of visual that you can imagine. And these visuals and interventions, I like to use a lot of books as inspiration for interventions. All of these different things actually come from community members who reach out and are asking for, hey, I need an idea about psychoeducation. I'm looking for some mindfulness ideas. I'm looking on how to help my teens come up with goals. Different things like that, strengths cards. How do I bring strengths into, positive psychology skills into my session? So that's where a lot of this comes from. Some of it is just stuff that I'm using in session and I create it as well, but a lot of times it's what community members are looking for. So that's a very big communication point is I'm always reaching out to the community members and saying, hey, what are you looking for? What kind of resources do you need? What kind of visuals do you need? And those are the things that go out in the monthly emails that you get. So those monthly emails include usually about 5 new visuals, interventions, or implementation videos. So there's usually about 5 to 7 goodies in those emails that you get every single month. So you'll see lots of different things down here too. These are some older visuals, some slideshows as well. And this is added to every single month. So loads more stuff that will get added in, which is why the community tends to go up in price because more and more resources are added every month. Specific child counseling skills and techniques. So a couple different little things that these were really fun. Some I wonder statements that you can bring into sessions. This I found really helpful, this reflection worksheet for interns, even for myself, building a relational practice and how to remember to connect when I'm also reflecting on, not just reflecting on goals, but reflecting on the relationship. Setting limits and boundaries, leading groups, esteem building, all different counseling techniques. There's some videos in here as well. These are all heavily influenced by child-directed play therapy. So I'm quoting and using a lot of the information from their books, and I reference those all the time in this information as well, and I can't say enough about it. So many great books and trainings that I think are really wonderful if you want to deep dive into child counseling skills and techniques. So some creative arts and expressive therapy resources. We've got adapting interventions, stories in therapy, movement, multisensory, non-musical toys, art, theater. A lot of these are within music, not all of them, using games within therapy. Some of them are, because we do have a lot of music therapists in the community, but that is expanding. So not all of our interventions are just for music therapists. It's very expansive in the community. And then implementation videos. There are tons of implementation videos in here that go along with various downloads that have songs if you want to use them as well. Tons of different things in here, ideas, different games, different tools that I use. And in here, you will find the link to join the Facebook group as well. There is a shared community Google Drive folder that has some interventions there as well. Recommended books. So this is a lot of the stuff that I base interventions or information off of. These are basically my references for the community that I highly recommend that you read, that you get, that you support these authors. They do amazing work and are just fantastic to learn from. Recommended podcasts, art-based resources, training, technology resources. And that's always growing as well. We're always adding new resources there. This folder you will actually have access to. However, starting in October of 2022, there will no longer be group consultation calls happening every month. However, we are going to keep these consultation calls up in the community drive so that if you're interested in a specific topic, then you'll actually have a video to watch of a group consultation call about it. So these are really chock full of a lot of information, as well as really creative brainstorming. It's one of my favorite things is the creative brainstorming that happens when you have people together. Something I will miss as we put these on pause for the upcoming year, but you'll get access to those. So you can watch those videos if they're helpful. And lastly, in this one, I'm not going to click on it because it has all the codes in there, but that is where you have your discount codes for anything in our shop, our courses, our upcoming courses, information. There's survey information that you can take in there as well. So a lot of different information in there too. This is also going to eventually not have CMTE credits for music therapists after the resources only community does not have any type of credits. But hopefully in the future, we will launch the full community again so we can get those credits going and we can have those group consultation calls again. But for now, this is for the resources only community membership. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, shoot me an email. I love creating resources, ideas, interventions, visuals. I love making this stuff. So if you have any questions about the community, always feel free to reach out.